Hello and welcome to Channel 781 News and happy Pride Month. This year's Waltham Pride Festival will take place on Sunday the 16th from 11 to 4 on the Waltham Common. On May 28th, the Waltham City Council passed a resolution recognizing Pride Month that was submitted by Councilor Katz and signed by all of the councilors, and several councilors made comments in support of the LGBTQ+ community. The resolution was slightly different than those from the past 2 years, leaving out a call for a pride flag to fly at City Hall for the month and leaving out language calling out homophobia and transphobia. Our team discussed that more on our Debrief show, which we just posted, so check that out if you haven't already. On May 20th, the City Law Department revealed a draft plan for changes to Waltham zoning ordinances to comply with the MBTA Communities Act. The new zoning would allow for 4-unit condos near the Brandeis MBTA station and in North Waltham near Waverley Station, but would not make any changes to Waltham Center. According to the Waltham Inclusive Neighborhoods group, the city may have gotten the math wrong. In an email sent to supporters, the group said the zoning would allow for less than 2,500 units, which would fall short of the nearly 4,000 required by the law. They also noted these units could not be designated as affordable and would be subject to minimum parking requirements that could drive up the price. That plan was discussed in this week's meeting of the Rules and Ordinances Committee, which recommended that the council approve it. We also discuss that more in detail in our Debrief show. Also in housing news, Brandeis University is proposing to build a new dorm on South Street, which would house up to 650 undergraduates. They'll be holding a community meeting to discuss that plan on June 13th at 6 p.m. at 119 School Street. We have an update for you on the proposed solar plant in Lexington. It looks like it's probably not happening. You may recall a developer planned to build a solar plant near the Cambridge Reservoir on land that's part of Lexington, but abuts a residential neighborhood in Waltham. In 2022, when Waltham told the developer they could not build an access road through the neighborhood, the developer sued the city and won. In June of last year, Waltham and the city of Cambridge both filed lawsuits against the town of Lexington for approving the project. But according to court documents posted on social media by Councilor Hanley on May 8th, the developer has now agreed to sell the land to Cambridge, which plans to preserve it as open space. The plaintiffs asked the court to stay the lawsuit for 90 days as they work on finalizing that sale. We also have some updates for you on the Fernald site. Construction continues on the recreational area at 190 Tripello Road, and the concern about a possible wetland violation has been resolved. At their May 2nd meeting, the Conservation Commission heard from the wetland scientist they hired, who said he performed soil testing and reviewed maps and images of the site and determined there is a channel containing water there, but it does not fall under the Commission's jurisdiction because the water is not flowing. The Commission voted to accept that conclusion. On May 5th, WCAC reported that in April, vandals did about $8,000 worth of damage to equipment belonging to the construction contractor at Fernald. On May 19th, Waltham police used the Fernald site to detonate an object believed to be an explosive found by people who were magnet fishing in the Charles River. On May 28th, the city's purchasing department updated the request for proposals for 3 buildings on the Fernald site to extend the proposal deadline to July 2nd. Waltham's dual language school will be moving to a new home this summer in the building that's currently home to Waltham High School. The new high school is scheduled to open in the fall, and this week the school committee voted to move the dual language school from Moody Street to 617 Lexington Street by August. The dual language school currently serves kindergarten through 5th grade, and parents have expressed concerns that the high school building is not appropriate and the location is a problem for students who walk or bike to school. Our team is working on a special report to take a closer look at that issue. The mayor and police chief were at this week's meeting of the Committee of the Whole to discuss plans for a new public safety complex that will include a new police station. The current complex at 155 Lexington Street was built in 1965, and in 2015, the Waltham News Tribute reported that the police station had serious problems, including mold, ceiling leaks, broken toilets, and insufficient locker rooms. Since then, several new sites for a new station have been discussed, including the former Fernald and Fitch schools. The current plan is to build a new complex at the same site on Lexington Street, starting with a new police station with double the square footage. Waltham Fire Department, which shares that complex, will temporarily move to School Street before moving into a new station on Lexington. On May 20th, Councilor Bradley MacArthur submitted a resolution in the City Council that would require the city to announce upcoming meetings online. As we've discussed on our shows, the city posts most meetings to an online calendar, but technically they're only required to post them on a bulletin board at City Hall in order to comply with the open meeting law. The resolution would require all meeting notices to be posted online, and I'm happy to say Councilor Bradley MacArthur joined us on our debrief show to discuss that. The Pride Festival is just one of several community events coming up this month. This Sunday, June 9th, Waltham Inclusive Neighborhoods is hosting a summer social at Margarita's Restaurant from 3 to 5. Also on Sunday, the Waltham Land Trust is hosting a concert by musician Sonia Ray Taylor from 2 to 5 at 500 Totten Pond Road. The Waltham's Farmer Market is happening every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at a new location at 65 Lexington Street. Waltham Riverfest is on June 15th, 10 to 4 on Moody Street. On June 19th, Waltham Boys and Girls Club will host a Juneteenth celebration on the Common from 12 to 4. The Waltham Children's Business Fair will take place on June 22nd from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., also on the Common. Waltham Critical Mass, which has changed its name to Bike Together Waltham, will have their next ride on June 29th. Also on the 29th, Waltham Community Leadership Group will be holding their second annual Housing Summit at First Parish Church, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Thanks for watching, and check out the debrief show if you haven't already.